What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Lock Pop Talks. I'm your guy, Tyree. So what I want to talk about is those two defining factors I talked about last time in a relationship. And I want to go a little bit deeper. This episode will not be as long, obviously, because we talked about it. But I want to talk about it a little bit more just to give you a deeper insight to your boy and why I chose the two topics that I chose. So the first topic that I chose was about trust. Oh, my God. Let me tell you something, man. Women are good. Women are good at building trust with you, unless you've been burned once before and you don't have no trust for women or something like that. But whatever the case may be, a woman can build up a trust many different ways in a single man. One is by using her ass. Okay, let's just get that out the way right now. Women who use sex can gain trust with you in a heartbeat. They make you feel like you're the best thing popping that you are. When you're having sex, that you're just hitting it in ways that you've never hit it before. I'm talking about making you feel like A1. A1. Now, if you're not a guy who has multiple women, maybe calling your name or calling your number or something like that, then you are considered, pretty chill dude. Maybe you're into long commitments and stuff like that. So you build trust with women very quickly. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe you're one of those people who you give people the benefit of the doubt. You give them a better time of your day and stuff like that. And that's cool. That's your way of doing it. But trust goes so much further than just if that's all she's giving you, then you might be in trouble, my friend, because let me tell you something. A woman can give away that ass quick in today's world because it doesn't mean anything. If a guy's hitting her up, maybe, he might be talking to her or maybe she's feeling him. It takes nothing to have a quickie for her and to get back to you. So if she's using just her ass to build your trust, you need to reevaluate that relationship, my friend, or you need to cut her off at the legs wherever it's happening, or compartmentalize the relationship and let it be known that, okay, this is only about sex. So if it's only about sex and physical anything, then that's what it is. Don't give it anything more than that. And as always, protect yourself. But also with trust, you have to understand when they're saying something that you want to hear versus saying or telling you something you need to hear. Now, don't get me wrong. What I mean by that is by somebody telling you what you need to hear, sometimes the words that they share with you are kind of strong, right? They can be kind of strong. So that in itself is someone who has to down you. Don't take somebody who's downing you as somebody telling you what you need to hear. That's not the case. If you are in a relationship with somebody who spends more time downing you, or if that's how you interpret their keeping it real with you, then you owe it to yourself to let that person know or ask them, are you trying to help me, or it feels like you're kind of downing me on this type of subject. Give them a chance to clarify where they're coming from. But as a grown man, you should be able to tell when somebody is encouraging you or somebody's giving you decent criticism versus somebody who's just down talking you. Again, reevaluate that relationship and understand that is not what you need. If you're with somebody who's doing that, you owe it to yourself. Bring it up. Say something, because the communications between you two might just be a little jarred. If you can find a common ground or a conversation you guys can have to kind of correct that course, then you're on your way to a better relationship already. So building up trust. That the trust takes real conversation with an adult, with a grown ass woman. You should not be talking to a bunch of little girls. You can tell when you're talking to a little girl, because every time y'all have a real conversation, it ends up in an argument, somebody walking off, stomping off, or there's an attitude for days. Whatever the case may be, we're not worried about keeping the ladies happy, fellas. We're worried about how do we make ourselves look like the best version of ourselves so we can act like the men that we were meant to be. So the second topic I want to talk to you guys about is about time. It's about spending real time with that person. It takes time. Like if you went to school, you wanted to learn, engineering, or you wanted to learn how to be a botanist, or you wanted to learn how to work on cars. That stuff took time, and you were happy along the way because every day that you gave to dedicate to your craft, the days that you were awesome, it felt great. And the days that you sucked, you took it as a learning opportunity. So why would it be any different when you're in a relationship with someone? It wouldn't be any different. And that's the point I'm trying to get you guys to. If you are not taking the time to understand who this person is, or getting to understand who you are first, before you go around asking for this and asking for that and asking for new and asking blah, 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 you're going to sound like somebody who's a whiner. You don't want to sound like a whiner. Somebody who doesn't have any confidence in himself and what he's doing and stuff like that, you sound like a child. Give yourself some time to develop. Find out who you are. What do you like? And communicate that with the other person and vice versa. You have to give people time to grow. No one's going to come out the box acting like the best thing since sliced bread. No one's going to come out of nowhere cooking like your mom or your grandma, sex you up like your favorite porn star, and they're going to talk to you like your favorite sport coach. That's ideal. That's what guys want. But let me tell you something, man. That's a fantasy, man. That person is just unrealistic as a woman who wants to list a guy who's 6'8", 200 pounds with a 20-inch dick and $900 million in the bank. Right? Doesn't mean they stop talking about it. That just means that, okay, listen, as far as we know, that motherfucker don't exist. So it's the same deal when guys deal with your partners or your wives, whatever the case may be. You have to give them time to develop, because not only are they with you, they're more than likely willing to give you what you're asking for. But you have to use time wisely. Use your time wisely and cultivate the type of relationship that you want. You guys do that, and I promise you that the relationship that you're in is going to be so much happier. You're going to be so much more fulfilled in your relationship. She's going to understand where you're coming from. She's not only going to understand, she's going to overstand. She's going to be so understanding and get where you're coming from. She's going to be your cheerleader. She's going to make sure that you get what you're looking for, because you've given her a target to hit. You've given her something to work on. And that, my friend, is what being a man, part of being a man, is all about. So that's today's episode, you guys. I'll check you out next time. Make sure to share, like, subscribe, applaud this episode, whatever the case may be. Share it with anybody who you think would need to hear this. It really helps the podcast grow. And I will check you guys out next time.